Defended by Butler. No good from Wheeler. Bulls trail by 4. Dishes it to Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. Gasol passes to Rose. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Butler. Outside Rose. And it's off from three-point range. Gasol, a screen on Wall. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Here as well. Pierce has checked in. Wizards leading by 4. Wall passes to Wheeler. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. That's 7 points for the great.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Outside Rose. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Gibson. Fades away. And the Bulls with another miss. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Wheeler. Fades back. Chicago grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was a lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
No good from Gibson. The Wizards have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Wall passes to Wheeler. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Thibodeau.
He talked about how they match up with a player like Paul Pierce, saying, you know, he's one of those guys who really does it all at a high level. Defend, score, you name it. I think defensively, we may look to double some and force other players to make shots. He's one of the greats. You enjoy the challenge of playing against him and just hope you can have enough to win. Guys, we'll see who carries the day.
Thanks again, Doris.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
Now here's Rose. Right now averaging 25 points a game. Left side Gasol. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that is good. Gasol's got 8 points.
Well, you just had to love the reception for Pierce and KG in their first game back in Boston. No surprise. Some of the best in the league, and they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well deserved for what they've contributed as Celtics and certainly as NBAers.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Heinrich comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Now here's Brooks. Gibson setting the pick for Brooks. Gibson up top. Webster covering. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Hits the jumper in space. And now it's only a 5-point Washington lead. And Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. I mean, you could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki were the two best players drafted that night.
Now here's Brooks after the miss from Wheeler. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Brooks outside. Excellent D there from Wheeler. Here is Brooks. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month. He's putting up about 12 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
That's good. 12 points for the great.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Bulls trail by 8. Brooks outside. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And he gets the bucket. Miller's got his first points of the night. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against Detroit.
And I'll tell you what, a blowout win like that against a team that was thought to be superior really shows the potential of this club.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even though we might not see it on a nightly basis, they've got the ability to do some serious, major damage when they put their minds to it.
And Washington again with the bucket.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their...
And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Wizards lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And the first quarter.
First quarter for this club, they came out strong and they've put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, Wheeler, he's in at 3. Gortat is out there with Humphries. Then it's Miller, and it's Webster in at the 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards leading by 8. Miller dishes to Humphries. Pass to Wheeler. Feeds it to Miller. From deep three-point range. And again, Washington with the triple.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Gibson with the screen on Miller. Brooks, the pass to Gibson. Back to Brooks. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Mirotic. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Wizards lead by 13.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Noah with a screen for Brooks. Gibson the screen. Brooks kicks to Gibson. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Shoots from the elbow. Off the left rim and out.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
A floater and the basket by Webster. Webster's got 4 this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Brooks, the pass to Noah. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Here's Wheeler. The dish to Webster. And there's the pass to Wheeler. Takes a 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Some changes for Chicago. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brooks. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Humphries. Darius Miller comes in for the great. Bradley Beal's checked in for... Jimmy Butler coming in for Dunleavy. And then for Washington, Pierce comes in for Gortat. And the great subbed in for Miller. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Can't get it to fall.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
For three. No good from Wheeler. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Butler kicks to Rose. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Off the pick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Here's Wheeler. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. Hey, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
Wizards leading by 18. Wall passes to Wheeler. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 43% from the field. Inside to Gasol. Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Here's the great, defended by Butler. The shot's good from Wheeler. Bulls trail by 18. Rose kicks to Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Pierce, good.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
1:30 left in the first half of the game. Rose dishes to Heinrich. He feeds it to Butler. Gasol kicks to Butler from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. Butler's got 6. 1:07 left here in the second. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, a close.
Man, get off him.
Not worth it, man. Let it go.
Nah, man, that was a cheap shot. He wasn't even going for the ball, let alone looking at it.
We need you, man. You retaliate, you're the one they'll run. Chill.
Hey, you want to do it? Hey, let's go right here, right now, punk. Are you kidding me? You gonna run me for that? Man, that's a joke. That's a joke.